Good morning, everybody. All right, welcome back to Nations and Nobles. Let's bring you on in here. We're on the island at the moment. We got some building to do today. We got some, oh man, this next episode. For those of you who have the script on that are on the server and who are going to be part of it, who have the script, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. Yeah, this next episode's going to be a doozy. But we do have to build onto Avondale, our nation here today. So, gotta get a little bit of stuff going. I'm only going to do part of the building today. Tinnikin is going to be live tomorrow and going to be doing some more stuff. So I'm going to take care of just some of it today. But here we have the humble basement, by the way. Okay, so very humble. I think we have everything. If I need to get anything, I'll just come back. Let's come back and grab it. Really, there just needs to be progress on the town. Good morning, Baloo. How are you doing on this fine morning? I suppose it's probably afternoon for you where you're at. Or I guess I can sleep too because, you know, nighttime. We don't have to worry about mobs on the island because it's a mushroom island, but we do have to worry about mobs elsewhere, so yeet. Let's get on over here. Let's check the shop, actually, Al. Let me just face plant into that or butt plant into that. Yep, okay, no, we're good. We're good. Not many sales going on here. Okay, so let's get on over to the nation. Now, we did get waystones added to the server. So that was a mod that they've added to allow us to quickly travel to and from places. But I have no idea if anyone has one set up yet. So I'm all good. I have a very decent day, or I've had a very decent day so far. That's good to hear. Yeet, hop into here. Alright, so yeah, they added these waystones, alright? So did anyone else add one? Oh yeah, Spawn Island. Okay, so let me just try this one. Whoop, there we are, we're back at Spawn Island. That is crazy. Okay, so we don't really have to travel through the nether. I didn't actually know where this was, and because I flew right past it, I am not very observant. Alright, and then they got the museum. I don't know if that's a spoiler. Hold on, I'm just gonna leave here real quick. I didn't know what that was. But waystones are probably not something that I'm going to be pointing out in my series, because obviously those things allow you to quickly fast travel, and that sort of defeats the whole dilemma that I'm in. So yeah, we probably won't be showcasing off those things in the series. But as far as server-wide stuff, you know, as far as, you know, traveling to and from, very, very handy. So Natalie, hello and welcome to the stream. All right, so this is what we got so far. Tin has been hard at work building this place up here. We got our moss shop up and running too, so people can come and buy moss. We have some sales have already happened. It's pretty awesome. We have other things that we have to sell from our nation that we just haven't quite gotten to yet, and we're halfway through the season. Speaking of Baloo, there he is. Big bam. Okay, so today I have a couple of things I got to get done. I got to get them done relatively quickly, too, because there is actually a recording I have to get to at the end of this live stream. So, I'm going to have to tear this down, for example. I'll leave the roof suspended right there, because Tinnikin's going to come in and have to lower that to be actually on there. But I'll tear the crane down. That crane I'm going to keep in place, but I'm going to lower that log, so that's one thing that I could start off with. Right, meow. Let me grab my balls real fast and throw them up there. Can I hit that chain? Boy, that'd be a heck of a throw. I missed. Second attempt. I got it on the second one. Oh, I hit the log. Oh, well, whatever. That's close enough. Stick that on there. So this, I believe, sits right on top of here. I mean, that's what we were implying anyway, so... tear this thing down. So I'm going to leave this crane standing, but we do need to have this log lowered into place, so it looks like more progress has been done. No! Come back! I lost one log. I'll get it here in a second. Hey, Finesse! How's it going? Baloo left. He said, I'm done with this stuff. I don't want to do this. No, I'm out of here. Bye. Or he's having some issues, or he just had to go to the bathroom. I don't know. It's one of those things. I guarantee it's one of those things. Like, having some issues is a blanket statement, meaning like he could just have something going on. I forgot to make my Waystone public. Waystone's public. Oh, okay, yeah. You really dropped a log there. Yeah, I did. I yeeted my balls and I dropped a log. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. I should have actually probably thought of having some musical selection or something going on here, but I didn't think about any of that. All right, so this chain I'm going to raise up just a little bit. All right, and then I am going to take these guys, and I am going to. It wouldn't make sense for it to be like that because it was holding the log over here. Let's see if I can't get this. Nope, missed it. Got it. All right, so this is like it was holding the log kind of thing. So there, that's been lowered. It's no longer attached. So like I said, I can leave this one here for right now. The place is still under construction after all, so makes sense. How's the nation going? It's going good. It's going good, Finesse. So we got some stuff built so far, but I'm here to add on to it. A lot of this architecture is done by Tin, so I don't really know if I want to mess with it because I think I like her style and I want it to keep on going. I might try to copy some of it, but I wouldn't mind starting like some foundations of houses right here. Although obviously there's a big problem. There's a big old hole right here that leads down to the temple underneath. So it can't obviously be right there. So maybe a small courtyard thing right here, and maybe some buildings where this thing's gonna be probably like a barn kind of thing, since this is where our mules are. So our noble steeds that Blue and I are gonna be riding in on in the next episode. So yeah, the next episode, I don't want to give away too many spoilers on the thing, but it is a doozy. Okay, so there there is some big important stuff that happens in the next episode, so be sure to tune in for when that comes out. Here's the inside the tavern, by the way. This is going to be featured in the next episode as well. Tinnikin has been just knocking out of the park with this place. She kind of forgot the windows. Maybe I'll add those, unless she had something in mind. I don't know. I was going to put like glass panes or stained glass panes. What did she do over here? It looks like white stained glass panes she used. I mean, I can keep up with that. Some missing there, but that's fine. It's under construction. But the buildings that were done, it looks like white stained glass panes. Right? I'm not like losing my mind here. Light gray stained glass pane. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We'll add those two. Oh, some of them are actually in place. You got some of them up there. Just the ones down. Oh, there's one. The one behind the counter is added too. So this is light gray, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll add those into the tavern here. The tavern turned out really good. I like it a lot. There's even that area up there, up top, that we can get to. There's a spiral staircase back there. It's some great stuff. But I need to tear down some other stuff. Namely, I don't think the scaffolding needs to be here anymore. And this giant crane doesn't need to be here anymore, even though it is still holding that holding that up in place up there. But like I said, Tinnikin in tomorrow's live stream, I think that's one of her tasks that she's going to be doing, is lowering that down. She built that in the first place, so I figured I wasn't going to touch it because I don't know if she has a style or whatever she's going with that. So I would also like to kind of start adding in some structural supports here to represent like a bridge going across the other side. Because the goal here, there's this path leading here is going to create a bridge here, and then cut behind the tavern. Behind the tavern here, there's this other path right here that forked off that's going to go and connect over there, and then there's going to be one more bridge that connects over there. So there's going to be 3 bridges that connect all around this river right here so that we can actually get to any side of it. And then we have the majestic waterfalls that Tim made, and those things look amazing. Blue Wolf, yo, what's up? What are we doing today? We're building a Nations and Nobles. We got to get this place ready for... there's a temple. Quid? There's a temple down here. Yeah, this is the temple that's going to be making a reappearance in the next episode also. So there's secrets to that temple. There's stuff to it. Like, obviously we didn't just showcase that off and be like, all right, well, that's done. No, there's secrets to that thing, and Baloo is on his way to this nation to actually explore that temple in the next episode. So, as you saw at the end of the previous one, right? You guys all saw the last episode. So for those of you who are, if you're tuning in and watching me play Minecraft here and actually like build stuff, this is the Nations and Nobles server. It is a lore-based server, meaning that the episodes we put out, the live streams that I do here are Minecraft Let's Play kind of style, episodes or live streams. So we're gonna be building, we're gonna be doing fun stuff like that, just your traditional Minecraft stuff, building some epic stuff. But the episodes I release are actually an episodic series. They are a movie. Okay, they're not a Let's Play. They are a movie. So this area right here is effectively a movie set. So if you have not seen Nations and Nobles, like the episodes, it's in the playlist. The playlist that this live stream will be in too. If you really want to see the episodes, just kind of skip past the playlist, you know, or skip past the live streams, because live streams are long and it's us playing Minecraft, you know. But if you just want to see the whole series so far, there's 6 episodes out right now, and you can see it all the way up until where we're here. It's a pretty crazy stuff. Black Rose, hey, GReimer lurking at work as always. Nice, good to hear. I like it. I like it. Model employee. That's exactly what I do. Also, I pop into Blue's stream and everything. Ori's stream, whoever's streaming, I'll pop in. I'll be lurking at work also. Oh, it's raining. Well, I can fix that. Here we have the Crap Shack. So, in the series, also again, if you guys watch, you probably know this, but in the series, the when we first got here, we built a quick shelter. This was it. So the rest of the stuff has been more permanent building than since. So, all right, let's start tearing some stuff down. I guess we can start with the big crane. Get that out of the way. It's gonna look weird with this thing out of here because I'm used to seeing it now, but it doesn't need to be there anymore. The roof will have been added in place. So I think I built this last live stream, was it? More like empires. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Oh, it's like Hermitcraft. No, yeah, it's more like empires. It's not like Hermitcraft at all, actually, because Hermitcraft is primarily just Minecraft stuff that they're doing on there, and then they do little fun things like I know they did a trial and stuff, and it's basically them just goofing off, kind of acting out like skits sometimes, or they do have some loose lore thing that they have going on, but like all I can say, Blue Wolf, is go watch the episodes I made. They're relatively short. I think the longest one's like 14 minutes or 15 minutes. You'll see what you've been busy watching my zoo episodes. Those things are fun too. But those are Let's Plays. And if you have been enjoying the zoo episodes, you will get a kick out of how Nations and Nobles starts, because guess where I start off at the beginning of this story? At the Lost Isle Zoo. I start off at my zoo working on the volcano. So if you're watching the zoo series, you will get a huge kick because the zoo makes an appearance at the beginning of Nations and Nobles. And you know, so I highly recommend checking out Nations and Nobles. Like, it hasn't been doing so well on the channel, and that's because I don't think people quite realize what it is or anything like that, or they just think, it's another Minecraft Let's Play. I'm watching the zoo and I don't have time for another one. Like, it's not that at all. Trust me, you're gonna want to see it. It's pretty crazy stuff. I even have to do. Oh, I was about to start tearing this down, but I don't want to do that. I even have to do visual effects and stuff. So After Effects, I'm doing whatever. So it's kind of crazy stuff. So. Van, hello. Welcome to the stream. We've got a faceplant here. Oh, hey, I'm alive. Hey. I never did collect that log down there. I wonder if that despawned. We should go check. I think it despawned. It totally despawned. Oh, yeah. Scaffolding. I never remember that. I always forget scaffolding exists in the game. Alright, we're tearing down the crane, because it will have, by the start of the next episode, we'll have put that piece of roof section back in place, so we don't need it anymore. Ouch. So this was just a temporary build. A lot of work for a temporary build. Definitely need to catch on. Yes, Blue Wolf. I guarantee you'll get a kick out of it. If people are fans of Minecraft, it's also it's legitimately a story. It's like it's a movie. It's 100% a movie. By the time this is done, when all 12 episodes are out, because that's how many there's going to be, it'll be just over 2 hours long. So it's going to be a full length movie by the time I'm done. But if you want to watch it as it comes out, like with the episodes, you know, those are about monthly episodes we aim for. A little late on some of them, especially like the holiday seasons just passed and whatnot. But that's what we're aiming at, is doing monthly episodes. So it should take about a year to make the entire movie, and we're halfway done already. And it's some crazy stuff too. Like this, it's not just limited to like what you'd think is possible in Minecraft. There's things that are not actually in Minecraft that seem to be pretty important in the series. Like I said, you gotta watch it. It's a crazy story. Hopefully you enjoy it too, because like this is right from my brain to your eyeballs. So I'm the screenwriter for the thing, so I write the scripts for it and everything. And so hopefully you guys enjoy the story that I'm whipping up for you guys. Because it takes a lot of time. I think episode 3 took over 60 hours to edit. And it was only 14 minutes long. So Nations and Nobles is by far the most effort I put into any series on the channel. So hopefully people enjoy. When the GReimer is still... when the GReimer is... skullburying? I don't know what that word is. You've stumped me, MSS. Episode 7 is written now. I gave it to the people who are doing the voice acting so that they can make sure it doesn't contradict with their stories. And then we're going to be going into production here probably next week on that one. So it's in the works. It got finished earlier this week, and then yeah, we're gonna be doing it. MSS, I will be reaching out to you actually, because you're going to be involved in this next one. For those of you who don't know, MSS is helping out with the series here, especially going forward, because it's going to be very important. But yeah, it's crazy. This is like a big collaboration effort, actually, not only with like MSS and myself, but also the other nobles on the server. Like, there's multiple people. Lots of people involved in this. It's kind of crazy to see it come together, and that's the reason why I kept emphasizing to people. I was like, the series hasn't been doing so well on the channel, and it's because I don't think people have had a chance to give it a shot yet. Like, they never took. They're like, it's a let's play. No, it's not. It's not a let's play. It's a Minecraft movie. And I know I'm wicked biased here, but I'd say it's a pretty good one. Alright, so we're tearing down the crane today. But yes, the episode 7 is in the works right now. My goal is to get it out at the beginning of March, if possible, so... Oh, new DMs. Oh yeah, that's coming. It's coming this week, actually. Because once I get the finalized, people say, yep, everything's all good with their scripts and stuff, then I'll be going into production mode. So I'll be giving you the script MSS so that you can see which parts we're gonna need some assistance on. I don't want to say what assistance, because obviously I'm trying not to ruin or spoil things. So I'm being as vague as possible. Well, you had to see. Scour videos. I only see it get like 80 views. Yeah, it is a little depressing. I call this my I call it my Field of Dreams series. So I figure, yeah, so far it hasn't gained a lot of attention, but once it's all out there, especially once we release the supercut, the actual full video of like all the episodes together in one movie, actually, I think it has potential to pick up some steam there. Some people, it's something I found that's strange. Is people like the supercut style, like it all put together. So I have hope and faith that it'll do better then. But Field of Dreams, the movie where he builds the baseball field, and it doesn't make any lick of sense for him to build one there, but he does it anyway because he has this theory or this belief that if he builds it, they will come. So people will show up if he builds the thing. So that's what I'm doing. This is my Field of Dreams series. Yeet! I like to just jump off the edge. Alright, let's throw whatever I can in here. This was my chest that I initially was building things out of, except for there's a screaming goat head in here. I think that might have been a Jagapsha thing. Oh, there's one spruce there. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't exist, just to save on some inventory space. Love that movie. Oh, Field of Dreams. Yeah, that's good. Bro's holding himself at gunpoint, trying not to spoil everything. Exactly. Yes. That is exactly right. And it's difficult because it's so cool. It really is. Like this series is so cool. You guys are gonna, for those of you watching, you guys are gonna crap your pants at the next one. So, for those of you who have been following the series, though, you remember where we left off. Baloo and I have departed from Berkshire, having loaded up on supplies for this nation here, and we're heading back here because Baloo would like to see the temple that I had found, or that Quinn and I had found, and then we're going to go. And then we left off with Quinn and Hazel discussing about how, like, it'll still be a couple days before I get back, and that they have to hold out until then. And then we saw the Bandit Goon from episode 4 having spotted the village. Remember, he's the one who's scouting out locations for Killian, the unkillable bandit in the area, the guy who's looking for a fight. And with him spotting the town, going, "Oh man, Killian's gonna want to know about this or hear about this." So that's where we left off. All right, so Berkshire, Birchie came through big time with our with getting us resupplied, and then now it's just a matter of getting back and getting geared up and stuff. But then little do we know, we do have another threat approaching. On top of that, we have the monster that's out in the woods that's building, or that's being an issue too. Obviously, with people kind of disappearing occasionally, and Hazel's husband, we know, was eaten by this thing right in front of her, and that's why she's so freaked out about it. So we have a description of the monster, but we don't know what it is because it doesn't match any kind of Minecraft monster that we know of. So, and because of that, that's the reason why we're traveling on horseback, to try to be a fast-moving target and stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on inside of the town right now, or inside the nation. So, am I building a watchtower? No, I'm actually tearing down a crane that we had here, a crane that was on top of a big, huge, like, scaffolding support thing. Because it's not needed anymore. It was just for looks for the episode. So yeah, that's the other thing about this, is that we build some pretty crazy, amazing things, but they're not permanent really at all, except for the buildings that you see going up. Because like a crane, for example, it would be brought in so we could lower the roof section on. Another thing is you'd never think you'd be doing in like Minecraft, because it's like, well, no, Minecraft you can just pillar up, just use dirt, whatever. No. The way that we tell the story is like like we're actually there, like we're in it, So we're gonna have things like cranes for building some of the bigger parts of the buildings. We're going to have that are then going to be removed in the next shot because they'll have been brought in temporarily. That fall all the way down. Almost. Now I cannot quickly chop this down because I could actually get rid of it really fast. But this tree is actually a natural tree that was here, and if I do the lumberjack thing that we have, where you can chop it down instantly, it'll take down that tree. And is there a downside to this? I mean, I could always plant another one of these trees. It's not like that's a big deal. That would save me a lot of time. I'm trying to think. Is there a downside? Is it connected to anything else that's going to get destroyed on accident? I mean, even if it does, it's Minecraft. I can always rebuild it. As long as it's not the building. Because I guess the way that Lumberjack mod works is that if it's connected to a natural leaf block, it can be chopped down via a Lumberjack move. And since these are natural leaf blocks, and this is... It might be difficult to get to those other supports, though. Hold on. Well, I still have those in place. let me get up there. Risk it for the biscuit, yeah. When y'all able to contact... when will we be able to contact... I'd like to talk to you if possible. Let's see. Right after this, I'm going to be doing we have a podcast to record. So there's that. That usually lasts an hour. See, we got a time jump difference doing math in my head. It's going to be late. That means, dang it. I can make the conversation short, but if I do I can probably contact you after this live stream. MSS, like I'll I'll try to leave a half hour to an hour or so before we got to do the other one. Speaking of the podcast, for everybody who's involved in it, where are we doing it? Does anybody know? I mean, last one we did by the campfire. We do have a studio thing built, so I'd be all in favor of doing that. I've been summoned. Someone said risk. Exactly. Yeah, it was Blue's fault. He summoned you. Sorry to wake you up. But hey, risk here. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to actually just leave the oak wood. And I'm going to just try to take down these parts right here. I'm using stairs to pillar up because I'm so against using scaffolding. It's not that. I always forget about scaffolding in the game. Plus, I mean, it's much easier just to use what you have on you. That works way better doing it from up top. Also, podcasts like Nations and Nobles podcast, maybe. Okay, yes, we are actually doing another Nations and Nobles podcast, so that is going to be coming up. That is something. Lately, some of the server members, self-included, I'm not excluding me here, have been kind of demoralized. The server's reached its halfway point. People are kind of getting the fatigue of content making going, whatnot. So I kind of lit a fire under their butts because I'm not done yet. I'm going to say since nothing much is going on. Yeah, I'm just tearing down some stuff. We're just working on building the up on the town for the next episode. So that's what we're doing in this live stream. It's just chilling and hanging out, doing some building. But yeah, I kind of lit a fire under everyone's butts, hopefully, because people also have like real life things going on that are impacting them quite a bit on here. So like it's not that people are just demoralized or anything like that. It's that they got like really important stuff going on in their life. I'm not talking about like they would rather be doing something else. It's like they kind of have like job and homes and stuff like that you need to uphold or maintain and stuff. Yeah, those things are kind of things that they need to focus on too. So I mean, self included on that, but I'm not in the same kind of situation that some people in the server are. So yeah, I totally understand why some people might not be able to get to making content as frequently as they used to be able to and stuff. But for the people who are still here and still going, we're going to be gathering up together and we're going to be doing some podcasting later. Boy, I tell you, the things that we got going on. Yeah, feeling that at the moment. Yeah. The stories that the people who are like remaining here who aren't being pulled away because of like real life stuff, the stories we got going on. Oh my God, they're really good. There's some crazy stuff going on. Personally, let's see. I'm interested to see where Birchie's story goes. Which, for those of you who haven't been following Birchie, I can't give away what he's actually going to do. All I can say is that he's got some crazy stuff planned, and I am excited to see how that all plays out. It's strange because his whole story currently is he found jelly and he they're living in Berkshire and they had their first harvest festival recently and they're just happy as can be, and it seems like that just seems like a happily ever after ending right there. But no, there's so much stuff about to happen with his story that I'm pumped for that one. All right, so I should be it'll take down this tree too, but like I said, I can always replant a birch tree right there. It's not like that's going to be a difficult thing. It's right next to that poppy. And it's just a standard tree, and it looks like it's got a trunk that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 high, and then it's got leaves. So, all right, let's see if this actually works because it is touching natural blocks. I hope I don't destroy the forest. Wasn't that lackluster? Did you guys enjoy it? Was it amazing? Oh, there it goes. Actually, that worked out even better because it didn't destroy the tree. It's like nothing happened. Nothing happened at first. Yeah, that was way easier. I do want to collect all this wood, though, because that's a lot of oak wood. Hey, Alcott, welcome to the stream. I actually fractured my ankle, so I have a lot of time to waste. Nice. It was a real blockbuster. Yeah, Blue Wolf, and definitely take some time and watch Nations and Nobles. Right now, I guess like 6 episodes. We're looking at an hour and some change to watch the whole series. The amount of time that goes into making the series is just insane. Like, not to mention all these live streams where we're actually doing the building and stuff. Because this isn't survival mode, remember? Like, all these sets that you see us on in the episodes and all the places that we go and everything, those are all built in survival. So, it's a very difficult thing to do, obviously. So we're making a movie in Minecraft, and we're building the sets in survival, and that's where we are with Nations and Nobles. But yeah, the ultimate tease there. But yeah, Blue Wolf, hopefully you heal up from that, because that's no fun. That's no bueno. Broken ankles and stuff. Yeah, don't with 0 out of 10 would not recommend. You know, I don't think I've ever broke my ankle. I've had stress fractures in my legs. Those aren't fun. But broken fingers before. Those aren't fun either. I once broke my my middle finger in high school, and I had to have it splinted. So as I'm walking around, like carrying my backpack and stuff, I'm just flicking everyone off wherever I go. And so. So it was actually usually the teachers that would make kind of smart remarks about that. They're joking, but it was just funny because I'm just walking around giving everyone the bird. All right, I have to fix the leaves right here, so we're gonna need to go get some birch leaves if I don't have some tucked away somewhere. You watch any sports? I love basketball. I watched some. Like I used to be really big into like the NFL. I wasn't so much into basketball, but my best friend, the best man at my wedding, he loves anything sports, including basketball or anything. I think that guy watches professional curling. I swear. But he I used to watch the NFL a lot, but I've kind of lost interest in it over the years, mainly because time. Time is the issue. You know, when you're doing the full-time job, the kids, the house, everything like that, and then you have a YouTube channel also. You just never have time. You just never have time. But I do enjoy watching some stuff. I saw like the U.S.-Canada hockey game was going on, or hockey match happened. The two of them. I guess the U.S. won the one up in Canada, and then the Canadians won the one down in the U.S. here. So kudos to both teams, it sounds like. So I heard the one because I think it was in Boston that they're playing here in the U.S. They that one went into overtime, and the Canadians squeaked past 3-2, which that sounds like that was a good game. Like that sounds like a really good game. I didn't watch it, unfortunately. Again, professional curling. I mean, technically that's the thing, right? Curling is an Olympic sport, so I don't see a huge fan base out there for it. All right, so well, look at that. Look at the openness that we have there. Holy cow, you got a nice view of the mountains now. That's one thing I want to make sure I don't block. I want to make sure that, like, the tavern I want to be, like, one of the taller buildings, but the other ones I wouldn't mind keeping around this size. Unless there's another building similar to this size away from the mountains, you know, somewhere else. So that we can actually keep the nice, good view of the place, so. But yeah, I heard, who's it? The Eagles won the Super Bowl this year, so kudos to them. The guy I was working with at work, he does not like the Chiefs, so he was very happy to see them lose. When I was a kid, we watched the Steelers and Spurs a lot. Since my dad was into them, I don't mind them. I think my interests are elsewhere at the moment. Yeah, no, that's fine. The Steelers. Let's see. I'm a Packers fan, so I think that was the last team we beat in the Super Bowl was the Steelers. So your dad was probably thrilled when that happened. But yeah, it's not even so much that I'm not interested in them. It's again it's just a time thing for me. Like, technically, I am one of the owners of the Packers, because if I turn around and look on that back wall right there, there is a framed share of the Green Bay Packers on my wall right now. So I am actually one of the owners, one of the many owners. There's a lot of owners out there. So the Packers ended up selling their company to be a publicly traded stock. And that's so the owner of the Packers is the fans. Like, literally is it. So, oh yeah, he was not happy. So that they're the ones that actually own the whole fans, or the fans own the team. So like whenever they have a shareholders meeting, they actually do that at Lambeau Field, which I think is really cool. Yeet. All right. So I can take this down. That means because we are done with the scaffolding here at least. I suppose I should look carefully as how she built this, because I might want to add it to some parts over here. I don't want to get too carried away either with with doing all of this stuff, because she's gonna need to do stuff tomorrow. So I don't want to like steal her thunder and do everything. There is something I have to kind of add to the temple down below that wasn't shown in the episode, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But I want to add it to the episode, or add it to the temple down below. So we'll be going down there too. I remember, speaking of like fans not being happy because of the Packers, I remember being in boot camp the first time. So I actually went twice. And our drill instructor was a Raiders fan, and that was the year that Brett Favre's dad died, and then he went out there and he had like a perfect QB rating, and he threw for like 4 touchdowns and like 400 yards. Oh dang! I didn't mean to break that. And then he just absolutely crushed the Raiders. Yeah, I kept my mouth shut while while I was there, because I didn't want to be doing that many push-ups. So. Our drill instructor was not happy either, and unfortunately, being from Wisconsin, he was a easy target if he realized that. So I just kind of stayed quiet. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's true. A true thing about me. I've actually gone through boot camp twice, both Army and Air Force. And Air Force I did earlier. That was the first one I did. And then 10 years later, I was going back through it in Army boot camp. And comparing the two, like that's one thing that there's another guy that actually did the same exact thing I did. He was Air Force first, and then he was going through Army boot camp. One thing that he got asked while he was there by one of the drill instructors is which one was more difficult. And he started answering truthfully, but then the drill instructor was like, yeah, it's Army, right? And he's like, oh, yes, drill sergeant, yes. Because the truth is Air Force was actually significantly more difficult. And it could be because of the time difference. Like I said, it was like a 10-year gap for me. But the Air Force is heavily focused on attention to detail, excellence in all we do. That's part of their core values, you know? And so you have to be precise on everything. That, like when you're marching, when you're in formation, you don't speak. You do everything, you know, sharp and on point and stuff like that. In the Army, you just kind of are there. You're just kind of there and just shut up. All right, let's get going. We're just going. Like there's people who finished boot camp that didn't know how to march. Okay, like how they pulled that off, I don't know. But that's because the Army doesn't really care about that. They just need you to carry a gun and take a bullet. That's about it. So when you're a grunt, anyway, when you're like a special forces, when you're like an Army Ranger or something, it's different. But when you're just a regular like grunt, then yeah, they don't really care about that. Whereas the Air Force, it really, really does. So drill and ceremony are a huge thing in the Air Force, making sure again that you're pristine with all of your facing movements and everything. You have to tweeze your underwear strap to get it exactly flush after you folded it and stuff to make sure that it is flawless. You know, it's that kind of detail that you have to do. So your locker is in perfect order every time. And like in the army, just they don't care about any of that stuff. So, but so the armies at boot camp was just like a lot of fun. So that they give you a weapon early. A lot of times you throw grenades. I mean the real ones. You actually practice with real grenades. They practice with dummy grenades at first, but then when you go to the actual live round, you get to throw real ones. It's just fun. There's obstacle courses you're doing, and yeah, they're yelling at you and getting on you and stuff like that. But it's the military. What did you expect? You know, so it's just fun. So I have to say, for the time I'm watching Minecraft content creators, I've never seen a YouTuber like you. I love your personality. Keep up the hard work. Hey, it's awesome. Thank you, Blue Wolf. I appreciate that. I don't think I could ever pull off being in the Air Force. I'm too aloof. I mean, hey, it's a thing. It's a thing. Like, I'm personally really happy I at least went to at least one of the boot camps, you know, because I think that I actually think that everybody should go to at least boot camp, whether you stay in the military or not. I don't really care about that, you know. But going to boot camp, it really teaches you a whole lot about discipline and, you know, and working as a team and as a unit and stuff like that. It's crazy, you know. Like once you get military bearing, it's insane because that helps you focus on a lot of stuff like in life. A lot of people who have like a really bad ego, for example, who thinks the world revolves around them, can really go for some boot camp. Oh, look at that! We have a guy over here. We have guys. Oh, see, you no longer get the bad omen effect anymore from killing the captain, so I can just murder these guys. You get a bottle. Is there anyone in here? You get a bottle now instead. So with we're in 1.20, so. But yeah, I think everyone should go through it just basically to get that kind of, you know, mindset, because we saw some of the guys that were very much like, screw it, I don't need anybody, you know, whatever, you know, I can do this on my own, whatever, I don't need you guys, whatever. Like, you can't. I can tell you right now, you can't. You're going to need to work together as a team to get through boot camp. It's just not possible. Like, they'll literally send you back if you're not learning. So if you're not figuring it out, they'll keep you there longer. And the fastest way to get out of boot camp, some people say, well, I'll just quit. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, you can quit. They'll send you back home eventually. The fastest way out of boot camp is to graduate. So people who think they're going to try to outsmart the system or something, you're not going to. They'll just hold you there until your unit is gone and then keep you there for a little bit longer, and then eventually they'll send you home. Paperwork, you know, they got to do their paperwork. They got to process that. You can't just send you home because you were signing up to be like a federal employee effectively. So now they got to process that paperwork. The paperwork can take some time. So, and it's not like they're keeping you there like trapped or anything like that. It's just that you're legally bound to stay there. So until the paperwork's finished. So in the meantime, they'll put you to work and you know, being an office person or something like that. They'll have you working somewhere because you'll still be getting paid while you're there, like you're still in the military. So they'll put you to work. But yeah, afterwards, when you're all said and done, you'll go home, and everyone else who signed up for the military will get all the benefits of it, and that'll be that. So. For anyone who's going into the military, I would strongly suggest you just power through and get through boot camp. It's you feel great when you get done with it too. You're like, holy cow, I actually survived that, and I did it twice. All right, looks like we got to find some leaves. I wonder if we have any. Birch leaves hidden underneath the waterfall. I do remember going the second time. My mom actually drove me to get picked up by the recruiter who was going to take me down to the MEP station in Milwaukee, which then from there they send you out from there. Whatever. I was sitting there. Yeah, I think I stopped at McDonald's just to eat something before we headed out, and I was like, man, I can't believe I'm doing this crap again. I remember the first time wasn't what you call a real pleasant experience or anything like that, and then like I said, the second time though was actually pretty fun. If you like doing obstacle courses, you know, climbing and stuff, like if you're a kid who always enjoyed doing like the jungle gym stuff, whatever, then you get a kick out of it. Take that one, and you can get that one. Got it. All right. I just needed a couple leaf blocks. Yep, looking good, looking good. Repair the tree, I'm the best. Put down 2 blocks, woohoo! Alright. Now, let's work on the bridge. Let's work a little bit on the bridge, because I should have a whole lot of oak logs now. I put more in there, but I almost, do we want to do oak log? Because all the foundations for these places around here are made out of stone bricks. So maybe we could keep with that style stone brick with wood supports around it. I want to continue this path for sure and get it to here where we're actually working on it, and then maybe a little extension of the path past it. Do we keep it nice and straight? Thinking. Or do we put a little angle on? I think we keep it nice and straight, actually. I think that'll be fine. Maybe some of these other ones are going to be built at an angle, but this one I think can be nice and straight, 90 degrees. Okay, so okay, so that's where the path is going to connect to. I don't actually have a design in mind for what I'm going to do for the bridge here. So we're going to freehand it, basically. Usually how I do builds, actually, is I just wing it. Stretching. Sometimes I plan them out. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. All right, the scaffolding kit is in this barrel right here, so gotta remember that because I do want to add some more back over there. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna need some stone for stone bricks and stuff. I got a lot of cobblestone. I got 1 piece of stone. Look at me go. Let's go check over here. I also know that there's some shulkers inside the tavern that might have some building supplies in it. There's a whole lot of stone-looking things there, but not stone. What do you got in here? What do you got? That's no stone in there either. Anything in any of these things? I think these are all for show. What do I got in here? Nothing. Okay. I think I need to go get some more stone. Actually, hold on. Wait. There's these ones over here. Another cache of stuff. I wouldn't mind prettying up this courtyard a little bit, too. While we're here. There's wood. There's terracotta. More terracotta. Aha! Found it. I need some stone bricks. Definitely need some mossy stone. I might want to resupply some of this, too, because if she's going to be building with it. Although, well, no, that foundation still needs some work, too. Yeah, I probably should resupply the stuff today while we're doing this, so... I was about to make reference. Sometimes I feel like a nut reference, but I beat you to it. Alright, let's grab some of this stuff here. Yeah, that's pretty good. I just switched hands with my stuff because that's how I roll. So we do have these spots here that have these drops going down into them, into where the temple is, that we have to build the entire town around so that they're not very noticeable on the surface. So that's another thing that's a kind of added challenge. And like I said, I do want to get down there and add just one small detail thing. There's not much really to build. It's only going to take me a couple minutes. In fact, I could probably knock that out real quick. I just got to grab some like cobble stairs and stuff too. And gravel. I wouldn't mind grabbing some gravel too. Which I saw that in one of these things. Somewhere. Ooh, there's cracked stone bricks right there. I'm going to snag those. Gravel. Okay. Alright, yeah. Let's get down there and do that one quick adjustment before I continue onto the bridge. Now, I do have to worry about monsters being down here. Because it is survival Minecraft. And this is deliberately not lit up correctly because it's supposed to look like a creepy dark area. Although, now, we could come back down here and do more. Like, we could put down, like, lanterns and stuff since we've been down here. So the part that I want to adjust down here is to make sure that there's no creepers or anything lurking around back here. And I don't need to adjust anything in this room here because that's the place where we found the book. The part that I want to adjust is actually over here. So I need to put like some rubble down here. This wasn't shown in the last episode anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I need to put like some rubble and some stuff down here. And hence why I needed the cobble and the gravel and stuff like that. Let's get some torches down here so you guys can see what I'm doing at least. Oh yeah, there's like that too. That's a hidden light. So it glows down here a little bit. It doesn't really need to look too spectacular or anything like that. I just need to put some chunks of stuff down here. How's that look? That actually looks fine, I think, for what it is. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Let's get rid of these torches here. Like I said, it was just a quick couple minutes it would take to do adjustments. So, Peter, welcome to the stream. Wow, early stream. Yes, it is an early stream. I've got a podcast to get to later in the day, so I had to push this one to be a little bit earlier. I think that looks fine. Okay. It is an important detail. Here's another hidden lighting kind of thing that you can't see from up here. Oh, a flame bow. That's a bad thing to find when you're playing UHC. Ah, that's a bad thing to find when you're doing UHC. Oh. Thanks for the gunpowder. Yep, it is survival Minecraft, so with it not being lit up properly down there, yeah, things are going to spawn. So when we do recordings down there, here's a fun behind the scenes. This is after all the making of Nations and Nobles, so you're going to get the behind the scenes kind of scoops on stuff while you're watching this. So excited to move house Saturday. Listening to the stream while making furniture wish list. Nice. The behind the scenes kind of scoop when we record down there. So obviously the entire series is shot using the replay mod. So we act out the skits and then I go back through with a digital camera and I get the shots, you know, and then I have to import those into the editing software, edit them together. It's a real pain. It's a real pain to make the series, by the way. But when we're recording down there, to prevent that very thing from happening that we just had there with the skeleton and the creeper showing up, we actually have multiple people down there. Because remember, enemies only don't spawn within 25 blocks of the player. So, Todd, welcome to the stream. So enemies don't spawn within 25 blocks of the player. So we have like 4 people down there at all times that are just standing there. Like, and I don't think I have the footage anymore, but I only started recently collecting bits and pieces to make a blooper reel, basically, out of this. So starting like episode 4, or yeah, 5, episode 5, I think it was, something like that. We got some bloopers that are going to be showing up, you know, that I can actually put into a blooper reel at the end of the season. But I wish I would have kept it for down there, and we probably will have something similar to that coming up here, because we're going to be down there coming up in the next episode again, but that's why I had to make some adjustments. I think there was a part where Tin and I, in episode 4, were 4 or 5, episode 5, 4, 5, it's 5, episode 5, where we were down there, and we're supposed to be trying to critique what this place even is, trying to figure out what it is, and we're sitting there acting all serious, looking around, and Ori is on the throne just twerking. Now, in the replay mod, you can change it so that you can't see players. Like, there's certain players you can just turn off and they just don't show up. So as long as they're not running and creating that particle effect behind them, you know, if they're just walking around moving or twerking on a throne or whatever, you know, then you can't see that person. So we had those other people turned off, but that prevented mobs from spawning down there while we were down there. So that was the trick that we used. So, but it was just one of those things where we're trying to stay our lines, and because it doesn't really matter if we screw up our lines, because we redo the audio in all the episodes, so we record our lines separately anyway. It's like I said, a huge production thing. we're down there trying to keep a straight face while right in front of us is Ori just So yeah, we have a lot of fun when we do these recordings. So okay, that's taking care of the bridge. Let's go focus on the bridge. A quick cut off on a little tangent there. I can't believe we already took down that crane. That went super quick, especially the lumberjack mod. Amazing. Hopefully mid-March I can move. Okay, so blue is moving mid-March. Hopefully that goes well. Now, do I want to even bother adding a wood feature to this? Or should I just keep it a stone bridge? Like a stone bridge would probably look good with the stone paths, you know? It might blend right in, you know? Just do a stone brick bridge and like an arched one. I could probably do that. Which, I just gotta figure out where it's gonna start. Like the actual start of the archway. Probably like right here. So, UN. 2, 3. Actually, the distance between it will be 1. No, I count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's going to have an 11 diameter. Now, on my laptop next to me, I have this cool folder that I call Everything Minecraft. And in there, there's some circled JPEGs. So, if we're doing an 11, it's just diagonal up 2. And then straight across. Wow, okay, that's going to be a really boring one, but okay, that's fine. It is what it is, you know? So that means, let's just use regular bricks right now, and then that's just going to go right across from there. So this can all be removed. Oops. I see you, stone brick. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all there is to it. That's going to be the archway right there. Alright, so what does that do? It does go up 1 from the level of the grounds. That's fine. Okay. Now, very bare bone basics. Let's just fill all this in. There we go. Add a chase lounge to your list. That's our names. This part right here needs to be changed over to actually be that. Same thing over here. Let's keep it a grass block. Okay. Now that actually is not where that goes. So the path right here, I want to keep the path the same width the entire way around here, but if I do this, it's going to narrow the path in 2 blocks on either side. It's only going to be 3 wide. So I actually need to, that was totally not in the right spot. Actually, I guess it's fine to leave it there, because we can have the underside of it be all brick too. But this is supposed to be like right here. I need to get my shovel out here so I can get that quicker. You won't see it on this side, so that's fine. Yeah, this is where it actually goes. So the path will be right here. If I want to keep the path, I could keep it stone brick, but I don't, like I said, I'm winging it here, so I don't really know exactly. I don't have a clear picture in my head exactly what I'm going to do for this. But if I want to keep the path the way it is, like stone with the same texture and stuff, right, going right across the top of it, I'm going to have to add like slabs underneath this here to hold that up. Because unless I don't use gravel, that actually I might do that. A little building trick right there. It's like, yeah, but the gravel will fall through. Then just don't use it. Ta-da! Okay, so that's matched up with that side. Alright, so jump in here. This part would then be... Take that out there. Like so. Alright, holy cow, something just hit the stairs. Scared the crap out of me. With, you know, kids and other people in the house, so it's bound to hear some noises and stuff from somewhere. All right. There. Bare bone basics for the bridge. Oh, I can fix this here too. Good, good, good. Alright, so what I was saying about this, though, is that if I keep this design going... Oh, I did use gravel in it, but if that stretch over the bridge, I just stick to andesite, polished andesite, and... oh, look at there's little puddles. There's water in that one. And little... and just stone, I should be fine for going across there, so... Don't have a lot of stone. Only got 2 pieces. Bridge done. Ta-da. I think we had the stone in one of these things, right? Yeah, there we go. This should keep the path looking the same, going all the way across then. Even across the bridge. And gives you a really nice view of the waterfall. Alright, there. Is that going to be a full block or a slab? Or is the slab going to be back here? It might be there, actually, so we'll just leave that for right now. Big bam. Alright, I need a workbench. Actually, don't we have like a stone cutter somewhere? Because I could just do this, but I think I actually get... Yeah, well, I'll just, yeah, it's easy. Easy. That's all I really need anyway. Okay, that's about as bare bone basics as it gets right there for a bridge, you know? Obviously, I want to pretty this up just a little bit. If we do wood anything on it, it'll be the supports over here, but I honestly don't know if I really want to do that, because I like keeping it stone. If we use stone walls, like, you know, cobble walls, there's no real fence attachments to it to make it look all kind of cool and spaced out. So, I guess maybe we will add some wood supports to the thing, or wood accents to the thing. I'll probably go with spruce, because that's kind of going with the rest of the buildings. I also need to age this up a little bit and make it look kind of like cracked and weathered too, so there's more stuff to come on that. Let's actually dig this back. Oh, look at that. That's not how the landscape actually is here. We've actually had to do some terraforming here to get this to look right. Gotta be careful when digging gravel in this area. You never know what's underneath it. Alright, we can just turn this right around and use this stuff, I guess, to fill in underneath here. So it's getting nighttime. Fill this in so that I can use gravel in this area. Okay, good. So this will still be where the entrance to the temple is. And smooth stone. I'll use the rest of it. I forgot. I need those flowers. A couple flowers I can live without. Let's continue the path down this way. That's probably good enough. I was just kind of guessing they're just splashing it in there. Throw in a couple of these things. One more right here. Perfect. Alright, andesite's going in. Perfect. And then gravel. And then the last remaining bits, we gotta have a stone cutter around here. I think I've walked past it several times, actually. I'm pretty sure it's like right here. Yeah. I gotta get some inventory space. Hey, your temple, I'm making a sacrifice. Here you go. Enjoy that. Enjoy that too. Let's grab a couple of these things. Like so. Right, actually, I probably could have used that button there. There. There, it matches the rest of the path now, so it continues off over that way. Now, as far as here, what to do? Oh, gracious of you. Yeah, here's my garbage. As far as here, if we built in between here, then maybe that might make sense. How is this? Nope, that doesn't work. Not evenly, anyway. 3 and 3, yeah, it works there. Okay. Is this a thing? Yeah, it is a thing. Tempting to do that. It's raining again. Of course it's raining. Is that a thunderstorm? I don't think I have my thunderstorm sounds on, so like I won't know until I'm getting attacked by creepers. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the rain for a little bit because we just turned to daytime. So I could also go to the shrine and get rid of it, but nah, whatever. Now, do I do a stone or do I do spruce? I think spruce would look better. Give it a little. Otherwise, it's gonna look just gray and bland. Spruce. I also wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if my kids would stop jumping above me. If you guys hear like thunder sounding, that's what it is. Corey, welcome to the stream. Morning. Happy to have you here. I just watched the first 2 episodes. They're so good. I couldn't make a video like that even if I wanted to. Oh yeah. I appreciate that, Blue Wolf. Keep watching because episode 3 actually that's the one that took me 60 hours to make. It's got some After Effects in it, some visual stuff. That one's a good one. Actually, that one's a really good one. Second favorite episode for me is episode 3. Episode 5 actually is my favorite episode so far. It's not even like that's a real like special thing or anything. It's just that I think it turned out really well with the layout of the episode and how it blends all together and comes together at the end with the 2 separate stories kind of going at the same time. I'm just looking at these random barrels because yeah, here we go, spruce. Because I know we have some somewhere. See, I want to actually do this. I don't need more than that. Let's store some stuff in here that I don't need. This is why everything's so wildly unorganized, is because I come along and mess it up. So the cliffhanger is really good in the second episode. Actually, oh, you want to talk about good cliffhangers? Wait till this next episode. Baloo knows what I'm talking about. He's read the script. Yeah. Let's wait till this next episode. Actually, I usually put some kind of decent cliffhanger at the end of almost every episode. Not all of them, but... yeah, the second episode, I mean... for those of you who have seen this series, second episode had me kind of contemplating with, me being here, not really happy that it was, kind of meeting the nobles around the island and whatnot, but also basically just trying to figure out how I can get out of here. Like how can I escape and get back to my my zoo? But in the end, coming to realize, thanks to a little bit of advice from Van, that maybe I should just accept the way things are right now, put down some long-term roots in this place, and actually get to work on planning on staying here. Oh, the sun's coming out. Oh, Van might have done that. I was gonna say, I usually don't see thunderstorms or storms end that quickly. So, nice. Thank you. That's we're supposed to have a T before it. Yeah, it was just a U. But yeah, it's coming to accept, that I should probably stay here, So at the end of that episode, the cliffhanger he's referring to is just me actually talking to Baloo, going in and asking him, how do we get off this island? Because we found that there's an issue getting off the island, as Baloo explained in that episode. Every time we try to leave, we end up back there, and yeah, so we're kind of stuck there. All right, I want to add some textures and detailing to these bricks here because they're too pristine and too clean right now. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of mossy this up a little bit. That's a structural problem. Tin, welcome. Bridge looks nice. Just checking in. Gone again. Okay. Okay, Tin. While you're here, though, real quick, I'm going to let you know I took down the crane's gone. I took down the scaffolding in front of the building here, and I adjusted that one. That one can stay. And yeah, the roof needs to be lowered down, but I was going to leave that up to you since that was your design. And then I thought about adding like some buildings, kind of like at least the foundations starting over here, like maybe a barn actually for these guys. Right. Well, it's kind of a tight fit because there's holes on either side of it, but I don't know. We'll talk more about that later. I hear the pitter-patter of feet. I think one of my kids is down here somewhere. He's hiding. So yeah, gotta pretty this up a little bit now. Let's make this come to life. And by pretty it up, actually, I mean like make it look ugly. It's gotta look like it's worn and broken down. So I hear footsteps. Yeah, I hear my kids down here somewhere. I'm not sure what they're up to. So. Alright, so on this one here, whoop. Something like that. I'll also keeping an eye and ear open because I hear like I said, I hear my kids down here. I don't know what they're doing. They're supposed to be upstairs playing with their mom, but I don't know what they're doing down here. So. I think that looks pretty good. Did you guys there's this video I found once of this guy who was like on a conference call for some business meeting thing, and kid comes running in, like in behind him. So he's like some CEO meeting or whatever. Some kid comes running in behind or whatever, and then like either the mom or the nanny or whoever it is that's supposed to be watching the kid comes bolting in, grabs the kid, frantically trying to get out of there with him. Oh, I don't know. It sounds like they're playing or something right now. I don't know. 1 second, you guys. One quick second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, they're out here running around playing tag or something like that. Not supposed to be doing that right now. Not here anyway. Like they can do that upstairs. Okay, so I could actually add more of a curvature to this by adding slabs, which I think I might actually do, because you can actually make slabs out of both the moss and or the mossy brick, cracked brick, everything like that. I think you can do that. So if we just made like a couple of them like this, I don't need too many of them. And then like this. Oh no, you can do the cracked ones. Okay, that's fine. You can this. That should be enough. That should be enough. Okay. So if we did that, yeah. Take that out. Put that there. Nope. No. I don't think that looks good. That just restores it right back to basically non-curved at all. Although, hold on, wait 1 second. What if I did that? Whatever. I didn't mean to do that one, but no, I don't like that. Yeah, I think just adding one right there is good enough for what we need. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah. There, we got a bridge. Now I still need to pretty up the part here, and then kind of continue over here a little bit. It just like path blocks, really. Just a couple bits of stone and path blocks are all I really need. So like that, and then bink like that, and then add some path blocks over here. Just kind of leading off this way, like so. That's really all we need for right there. So we haven't expanded this far yet, but it looks like we have started, you know. So it's all about every episode. I want this place to have more expansion to it until at the end of the series, we're looking at a full town, the full everything. There's more actually to come on this place too. And this bridge is going to be really important for our part that's going to be built in this area. But that's kind of spoilers. I don't want to really get into that. I don't really want to get into that. So yeah, but something right here is going to be being built. And that is going to be a doozy of a build. Okay, let's fix up the pathway itself. And the only blocks that we're going to be able to add are andesite, polished andesite, and the stone stairs. To add like these little divots in there and stuff. Because obviously there's stuff underneath here that prevents me from using gravel, so we're not going to. But we should, even without using gravel, I'm thinking I can probably make this look very close to the rest of this path over here. We could use gravel. I just have to put down a piece of string basically to set it on top of. It's just that I don't know if that's super necessary. Again, this is only just a small stretch of what, like 10 blocks, you know, so. don't think it's going to be super, super important. And then down here we actually can use gravel. Kind of make it seem like it tied it all in. And voila! Now just to add... Oh, my inventory. My poor inventory. My poor inventory. Now we got to add like the stairs, the stone stairs I was talking about for the cracks, kind of looking things in there. Oh, my dog's down here now. Look at that. Everybody's coming down here. It's the place to be apparently right now. Actually, I don't mind that my dog's down here. Yeah, she can go lay on the chair and stuff like that. She's a good girl. I have a black lab border collie mix, and she is she's getting old. I mean, so am I, but she's getting old. She's, I think, going on 12 now. So, yeah, she's got gray in her face. Old lady. She's been a really good dog, though. Like, seriously, it's an extremely obedient dog. It's insane. I'm sure that's the border collie, actually, because border collie, those are sheepdogs, basically. So, they take commands very well. So, and then the lab part of her makes her bigger than like a border collie, and she loves playing a lot more. All right, so that part's done. If I was going to add anything, I would add like things right here and right there, like lantern things maybe. But at the same time, I also don't want to put something in the way to impede the view of everything here, because that waterfall looks so cool. Now, the thing I really love about the base that we got going on here, and this is all Tinnikin, big shout out to Tinnikin on this one, is that she hid the portal and everything on back there. So, again, everyone else who plays Minecraft is like, like nether portals, you should build a place for it and stuff like that. We don't really have a spot for it. The way we're portraying this is that it's basically an isolated like town, like city, and so it's not so much like a Minecraft base as it is actually like a village, an actual village that we're living in. So as far as the nether, we will actually end up. This is minor spoilers, not really, but there is going to be a point where I have to go into the nether in the series. So that's going to happen. So we will end up having to build a nether portal eventually. But I found that once you get a story going, as we get farther into the story, I dropped my hot potato. Ooh. As we get going in the story, different storylines that people have, sort of, it's not like they contradict. It's just that they're like, well, why don't you just do this thing like what Ori has or whatever? And there's not a really good explanation for it. It's one of the things, like each story is sort of becoming its own self-contained things with some small overlaps here or there as we're going. So like, for example, Ori has built like the nether tunnels connecting everyone's bases, but since I don't really have a nether portal officially here, I mean, we do have one back there, but officially here, like built into the town, it doesn't really work for me to point out the nether tunnels that she's working on, even though it would totally connect to here. Yeah. So as far as in my story, I just kind of don't mention it. But yeah, that way each person could watch each person's story individually and get a full story. And then, but if you think of them as one huge story altogether with everybody's together, there's going to be some loopholes or some plot holes that there are going to be like, well, wait a second, but you do the best you can. When you have, I think we have like 5 active nobles right now that are all making their stories, and so and we had more when we started off, but like I said, life things have gotten in the way for some people. So but with all of those storylines going at the same time, yeah, there's certain things that's like, well, like with Van's stuff that he's got going on in the end, like most of the stuff that I've dealt with hasn't really affected him much, so if he has something that would be like wildly contradicting to what I've got going on here, I wouldn't know about it anyway. I've only actually, in my series, I've only ran into him at the island and then here, or then at Berkshire briefly, and that was it. So certain things you can get away with storytelling wise because the characters either wouldn't know or they just haven't gotten there yet. Like for me, I haven't built another portal here yet officially, so I might not know what Ori's really got going on other than maybe some small talk we had at Berkshire, and that was it. So storytelling, what a thing. This one right here, I gotta put a lot of this stuff back because I have a feeling Tin might use this. There we go. Alright, it looks like it's getting nighttime again. Not quite yet. I love the complementary shaders. I think these are incredible. That's what I'm using, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. So, okay, so what other things I want to work on? Possibly working on a little bit of this courtyard here area. And then, let's see, what time is it? I want to make sure I'm not late for my very important date later, you know, for the podcast. So that's still a few hours away, though, so we got some time. Actually, I got done a lot of stuff already that I thought was going to take a lot longer. But yeah, we can work on this courtyard area now. So the courtyard in the middle here is going to remain open as far as like visually, but I might actually put things like benches or chairs or something like that in here. As maybe even like a little pond kind of area type thing right in the middle of town. And then there'll be a walkway going around the sides of it here, as well as probably cutting back this way to where there's going to be other buildings and stuff venturing out this way once this crane gets removed, but that'll be removed a little bit later. So the pathway here is like the main drag going through here, all right, and it's 5 wide it looks like. So the main hub of all the roads and stuff is about 5 wide. But when you start getting into like in between like the side streets, you know, I don't mind shrinking this down a little bit. So doing it like maybe 4. Yeah, actually, how far apart are these buildings up here? That might be the determining factor. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think 4 would be good because that allows 1 block for any kind of detailing on the sides of the buildings. 4. Yeah, right here. Right here. Perfect. Yep, that works out really well. All right, sweet. Dig this up. And I'm probably gonna have to just do some straight up stone mining today. I think it's funny. It's like I would buy the stone from whoever's selling it, but that would be me. I'm the guy who's supposed to be selling it, so I can't go buy it. So this will be another path going this way. Ran out of stone. 8. Oh, there's another sack, thank God. Oh yeah, I also want to put the white stained glass inside the windows in the tavern. Forgot about that already. We could also add bushes and stuff. Oh, we should add those near the bridge. All right, first things first, let me finish this path here real quick. I got a couple pieces of gravel I could just drop in here once in a while. Some andesite and the polished andesite I'm going to need. That's not good. Not good at all. And like so. Not bad. Definitely seen worse. Okay, good. Did you just hear? Did I just hear you need stone? Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to go grab some stone. I might have some back at the island, but I gotta go look. But yeah, if you have extra stone in it you're not in need of, I'll take it. Do I have any more? Yep, these guys, yeah. So, and then we'll continue this back this way. And then this part right here. Oh, Blue's, I think he's bringing stone. I think that's what's happening right now. Never mind. He's not bringing stone. He said, screw your stone. Alright, so this one right here, this path here, it looks like it's going to be a little diagonal, actually, to match up with everything. This one here, I was going to do diagonal if the buildings kept recessing back that way, but I don't need to because it came back forward again. So this will just be like a little path connecting to this building here, which I don't think there's anything in here yet, no. But this one can actually have a slight diagonal bend to it a little bit. Or it could actually get wider a little bit as it goes that way. Like, so we keep this, what's the eastern face? I think it's the eastern face. Blue's back. We could keep that there and then having it wider. Or we could do what we were doing over here, where it just has a small side path that connects to the door itself. That's not a bad idea. I like the idea of a angled road, though. So I'll go to, like, right about here. And then every time that it would come in here, it would go in one. I don't know why I'm putting this back. I'm probably going to be replacing that anyway. Okay, yeah. Let's get more stone slabs here. Get them, actually, let's cut them up over here. I think. Let's get some more of these things going. Shulker full more? Oh, we'll take a shulker full if you have it. If you don't need it, I'll definitely take that. Yeah, because we'll probably end up using it. Let's just put that there. I think that looks pretty good. Like so. So this comes down, this goes in 2 then. Actually, this one went in 2 also, but I've only been retracting it in 1. So unless we have it cut in one more here before we get to that spot. Shovel is too powerful. This. I'll have to replace some of that moss there too. I think that adds a really nice touch to it, having the moss kind of emanating out from the shop. All right. Like so. And then it's gonna have to come down here too, but I'm running out of stone. I got nothing. Alright, well I also gotta stash some stuff in here just to make some wiggle room in my inventory anyway, so. Anyway, alright, use the waystones. I got the waystones now too, if you are able to. Although actually I didn't see a jungle one, so if you're out of the jungle. Shovel is too powerful. Cinnamon is too spicy. Exactly. Oh, I hear footsteps. Hi. Aha! That's a lot of stone. Actually, do we have stone in here? I think. Oh. There might be a lot of stone in there. Did he just disappear? Oh, blue space. Look at that. Okay, so we might actually have more stone than I realized. I just was a duh. So this was all, you know, this whole storage setup was set up by Tinnikin, so she had a better idea of what was all in here, but apparently we have oh my gosh, we have so much stone, it's ridiculous. Worldwide? What did I not do? Avondale. How do you make it worldwide? Like, oh, global, okay. Never actually done this. Okay, I think I did it. Yeah, make waystone non-global. Okay, no, I think it's good. Yeah, okay, so maybe we had a whole lot of stone and I just didn't realize it. It's not a big old da-da-da. Yeah. We got a lot of stone. But I'll still use this if you don't need it back. I'll leave it there for right now in case you're like, you know what? Screw that. I'm taking my stone back, you know? I didn't know that was a thing. I when I set up the waystone, there nobody else had one set up yet, so I was like, I think I did it. Apparently I didn't. Sleeping in the crap shack. Yeah. So this one will go down this way and connect to the road over here. But they'll also have another path that connects, another smaller one that connects back this way, leaving a nice little squarish shape area here where we can put like a little pond or something, just some kind of detail thing, you know, to keep it open so you can still see around in the area here. I don't want to make it too claustrophobic yet. There'll be parts of the town that have these buildings that are a lot like this, where they're really close to each other and they're kind of packed in there, you know, and you'll feel claustrophobic. But this part, no, I want this to be kind of open. The center of town, I want it to be kind of open. So, but thank you, Blue, for the stone. That'll be very helpful here, because we will use a lot of it, especially for the parts that are coming up. Oh my gosh. Again, too much inventory, too much stuff in my inventory. Put some of the stone in there for right now, just to give me some wiggle room. And then I'm going to need to put down these thingies for this part. Not right there, that looks weird. All right, so we're getting a path put in here now. All right, there we go. So I have no idea what the building this is going to be. This courtyard area is actually going to be where all the shops are too. So like each one of these buildings is going to be selling probably something for the server. So moss is one of them. Stone will probably be another one. I'm just going to snag blue stuff and sell it to the server. But no, that'll be another thing that we got to add on here is stone, and I think coals and other one. There's a lot of stuff that we got to get to. Now this little depression right here, this little dip here, I'm probably just going to fill right in. Yeah, so there we got a slanted road that's going down that way now, following the front of the buildings. I think that works out pretty good. No, I ran out. No. I didn't do anything there. I just clicked the button, but I didn't actually grab any of them. Okay. Good. This whole thing can be filled in. And then right here on this side, this can be back to grass. All right. And then this path here will extend down this way farther. I probably could put this in actually just because, again, the expansion of the town was the idea. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure right around here is going to be a very important scene in the next episode. It's on the woodline of the near the woods of the nation here. So. Yep. Okay, let's extend this down this way. Oh, for those of you who are following along in the Nations and Nobles Discord, which I highly recommend you do, I'm pretty sure I have a link for that in the description. If I don't, I am dropping the ball big time. But there's a free-to-join Nations and Nobles Discord that if you are not a part of, I would recommend you do that because they do little event things in there every once in a while, and they there's always the question of the day that people can answer, you know, to learn a little bit more about the people on the server. It's where we share all of our content too, like our Nations Noble content. Plus, there's the self-promo stuff there too. So, if you want more stuff, check that out. But in that server, I did ask the question, and I got a very favorable response for would anyone like me to do a Nations and Nobles music video. And as a result of that poll, I've been working on coming up with something, and I have something, and boy, is it a banger. I'll be releasing that probably at the end of the season, but I have to do a music video to go with it. So there'll be a Nations and Nobles music video that's going to be dropping at the end of the season. Custom song, the whole shebang. Those of you who have watched my channel, you know that I every once in a while do custom music. I produce. It's a good way to put it. I produce custom music. Do I make it? No, I'm not. I'm musically illiterate, so I get other people who are more musically talented. Or in this case, I actually checked out an AI program to see how it turned out, and it turns out it's not bad. It's actually really good. Must Not Sing chorus. Yeah, Blue has heard the song, so he knows what it is. So that one, it's really good. like it's stuck in my head really good. If you are a fan of some of my other stuff I made, you know, I've had some decent ones, some meh ones. Like not too many people like the Valheim one that I did. So, but a lot of people really like the Planet Crafter Let's Make It Stupid song, and that one was a rock song. So I kind of went back to that genre for this one, and boy, is it a banger! Holy cow! It's just ridiculous. In fact, the people doing the podcast later, you know, since we're all going to be together, I'll have you guys listen to it so you can hear it and geek out about it too. Because Blue's heard it, and yeah, he seemed to enjoy it quite a bit. Speaking of crazy, weird AI generations, I saw Blue pointed this one out to me actually, but I saw a Anakin versus Obi-Wan the musical. The thing garnered like 3 million views in like a few days on YouTube, and yeah, it's a musical version of Anakin fighting Obi-Wan in Star Wars. It's like really catchy too. So if you guys are looking for a fun video to see on YouTube, there's that too. So it's so good. Yeah, be sure to go back through and add the gravel to this. I don't have too much on me, but starting from here, gravel and the stairs to make it match the rest of it. Oh, and also stay tuned because that Nations and Nobles podcast that we're going to be doing today, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through it without actually telling the story, but I believe it is going to have the tale of how I saved the world from a zombie apocalypse. Like, for real. No joke. So stay tuned for the next podcast also, because I actually have saved the world from a zombie apocalypse. Nobody recognized me for it. No, I didn't get any credit for that, but I mean that's because nobody knew that I did it. So now you guys will all know. So anyone who wishes to send gratitude, super thanks. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, it's true about the nation, about the zombie apocalypse. I did actually prevent that from happening, and that'll be told in the next podcast here coming up. Stay tuned, people. The Nations and Nobles YouTube channel has the podcast on, in case you guys are wondering. So if you just type in Nations and Nobles in YouTube, I'm sure you guys can find it. Any more andesite? I'll grab the gravel while I'm here, and I don't have any of the stone stairs on me. Grab a bunch of them. Oh, it's getting nighttime again. Similar to the zoo server, time flies when you're doing this. All I can think in my head now, Blue, is I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you. I blame you, Blue. I maybe have it playing. I would be too if I weren't streaming. More roads, nice. Yes, Tin, I added some more pathways here. This one actually goes diagonal following the shop line here. It connects over here. So this part, I'm just basically expanding the roads here all the way to where the bridge was done over there too. So we do need to start adding more buildings in as well along these roads. Like at least the foundations. They don't have to be like, even if it's just like this, like. There's a big hole right here, so that's kind of a problem. But like, if this gets removed and like a small place gets put here, something like that. Yeah, we just got to start expanding outwards. The buildings themselves might not have a function; they might just literally be housing. So it's starting to look like a town. I know, for real, crazy, isn't it? I still have to add a road right here in front of this place. So this has got to come over here. Is there anything? Yeah, there's not much really to move here. That's good because I don't have the inventory space. That right there for right now. I'll be adding more foundation. All right, sweet, yeah. And I left that place hovering up there because that was your design. Figured you'd do whatever you need to do to incorporate it into there. I'm going to be adding the windows that are missing in the tavern today too, like the light gray stained glass. This looks so cool. I like this, the little hanging plant. That is fantastic. That is so cool. Oh yeah, I have 18 crafting benches on me. There we go. Just move that over so that I can actually fit this in right here, because this is going to go 1, 2, 3, right here. I must use all of my slabs. That's okay. I can make more. Just like so. And that road will connect over to here and connect probably right around here. I don't think I'll be putting this one at a diagonal. Nope. Might jazz up the land just a smidge right here. Just to get that to fit in a little bit easier for when the road comes in here. Here, I'm going to make another sacrifice to the temple below. Temple, take these flowers. I have failed you again. I have failed you. It's stuck in my head, Blue. You can leave the windows to me. Or okay, yeah, I'll leave you. I'll leave the windows to you, and then I can complete my time lapse. Okay, yep, sounds good. Sounds good. The crane has been removed though, so that's that doesn't really need to be in the time lapse anyway. But you can just show the moving it down and all that other stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what you're doing. So. These things here, so we can finish this part over here. I only needed 2. Alright, road going in. Man. I think Blue is relishing in the fact that I can't get that part out of my head now. Yeah, Star Wars the Musical. It is actually a really good video to go watch. It's one of those things where it's such a like kind of a derpy thing when you think about it, you know, like that it's just fun, you know? And it's what I like to see on YouTube. People making stuff like that. Okay, a couple of misplaced blocks there. Just 1 or 3. Alright, so there we go. This will be our like little courtyard-esque area. I'm thinking instead of putting I talked briefly about putting like a water feature. A fountain would be an easy thing, but I don't really want to do a fountain. That's like what would be expected. Instead, I think what I'll do is I talked about it being a courtyard more, but what I'll do is maybe add like a pathway, like a pathway through this that has the benches and stuff on it, so it's like a little park. The windows were creepers. Oh, you thought all those were creepers? Yeah, that'd be like a creeper army invading. Oh, I'm not quite done adding the details and stuff on this, though. And I gotta add the moss that was emanating out of here. I gotta put that back, too. At least make it look like it. Oh, I don't have any cracks in this part at all. Looks too pristine. Gotta break it up a little bit. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Good. And that one's going to go over this way, which will eventually, this tree will have to come down, but then it'll eventually lead to that section over there, which will be more buildings. So this whole thing is actually going to be built around this river intersection. Now, as far as how far, the river doesn't actually go all the way down this way. It goes only down to right about there. And we may or may not have to extend it just a wee bit. I mean, I have the torch line here to extend it all the way to, there's actually like an ocean body down this way. And so if we follow the torch line, Yeet. We'll we'll reach that body of water. So if we wanted to continue the river all the way down here, we could, but I don't think it's necessary for like the series. So, all right, take it easy. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to do that. I try to follow like where the path might go for the river. It goes down that way and curves over this way. But we might need to extend it a little bit as the place expands. Yeah, this would be a pain to make the river go all the way down here. Yeah. Then we'd use this. I'm going to pick up on the back side of it here. Flow down here. It is actually going downward for the most part, the elevation is. All the way down to here. Into that little depression area there. And then whoop, into here. This would be the mouth of the river then. And it would be, ta-da! That's where it would have to end up flowing to, which would take a lot of work. So I'm not sure we'd have to do that. I did mark it out just in case we wanted to have some fun or we were bored one day and thought it'd be cool to waste away an entire couple of days in real life. But yeah, you can see the torch line in there. It would continue this whole river all the way down there. I think that'll look good. That bridge actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not too crappy about that bridge. I was a little nervous at first because it was sort of looking like garbage at first, but yeah, it works. Okay, so we still have to finish up the paths here. I don't have any gravel or any texturing put into any of these things, so let's grab the andesite. And let's start punching some holes into the stuff that needs texturing done. Chop this up, hack it to pieces. Like 1 block difference there. Let me just do that so I can open up another spot in my inventory. Is it getting nighttime again? Jeepers. It'd be easier than the river in Wildwood, right? Actually, actually, the rivers in Wildwood were pretty easy because those were basically natural. The only river that I had to actually build was in Cerro Gordo Zoo. Actually, that one I had to actually build because that wasn't naturally there. Alright, that's looking better already. Let's get the polished andesite in here and drop that in the remaining places, or at least most of them. Yeah, that works. I just gotta sprinkle in a little touch of gravel and put in some of the stairs actually in here, which I think I'm out of. Yeah, that'd be fine there. 6 of them should be good. Yeah, oh, the Cerro Gordo. Yeah, the Cerro Gordo, that one actually wasn't too difficult. There was some bodies of water that it connected together too, so it wasn't too difficult to make that one. And it looks like the andesite and stuff has been put in here, so let's grab the gravel. Put that into there. We're going to punch a couple holes in places here for gravel to fit in. For the most part, this is just a stone path, so I only put a little bit in here. Most of it is just smooth stone, actually, so. Alright, I think this path here is done. Let's continue up this way. Whiffed it completely there. Ori, hello! How are you feeling, Ori? Okay, so Ori is recovering. she's undergone some medical stuff, so she's recovering. So how are you feeling, Ori? Are you how's pain management doing? Hopefully you're on the way to recovery. Best wishes and all that jazz, you know. We're doing some work here on the town, getting paths put in right now, some roads. I'm in love with an ice pack. Yeah, I bet. definitely take some time to recover. Holy cow. But I'm okay. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, we're doing just a little bit of work here. Bring this place to life a little bit. We've added a bridge. We've taken down the crane that was here. We've added a bridge. A couple little details down the temple. And there's a bridge right there all done. Overlooking the, it looks like the path continues right over it too, like it was nothing changed, you know, but overlooking the waterfall, so it should look really cool. Once we get buildings and stuff on that side too, this is going to look like really interesting. So fantastic. Thank you. The architect, remember, I gotta say, is actually Tinnikin for the building. She's the one coming up with the style of the building. So that's why I'm working on more of the landscaping and the roads in between. It's because I don't wanna step on her building toes here. I think she's doing a great job, so I want to keep that going. Hello, Ori. I see a big hello like that, and I just think of Mrs. Doubtfire, you know. Hello! Good old Robin Williams. Man, what a legend. Alright, are we done? Are we done with this? Are we done with this crap? Can I move on to the next thing? Yeah, I'm a great assistant. That's true, actually. Like, Tinnikin basically is the one spearheading a lot of this build, so ever wonder what a sloppy Joe would taste like? But if it were made with bologna and garlic, yeah, me neither until now. Remember seeing a dad joke earlier where you ask a person, like, you know what the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper is? And then when they're like, no, you know, like, ew, that's gross. Okay, I think we're done with that. We can probably work on this little courtyard area here. Sounds like a spaghetti sandwich. Hold the spag. Sounds delicious. Exactly, Peter. Have you seen the horror trailer someone made from the Mrs. Doubtfire Bridge? I haven't, but editing, it's all about editing. I've seen the inspirational family drama trailer that somebody made from The Shining. And the love trailer that somebody made from Jaws. And the teen rom-com trailer that somebody made from the Ten Commandments. Those are all out there. I've seen those before. I'll have to look up the Mrs. Doubtfire one. Oh, it sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire mission accomplished. Alright, so if we added... I think some of these path blocks and stuff can get converted back into grass for right now. If we're going to be adding like a courtyard and stuff in here, we're going to need to get rid of these guys. I'll probably actually leave the other stuff, like the gravel and the coarse dirt, and I think that's fine to add like a little custom detail to some spots in here, especially if this is like a central point, you know. Whoops. Oh, yeah, the moss. Let me get back to adding this before I forget. We need to look up. Oh, the Ten Commandment ones. Yeah, that one was excellent. And Samuel Jackson as Principal Firebush. It's really good. We learned about those when I was in film school, because I went to film school. Another thing that you guys might not know, those of you watching, I went to film school back in the day, long time ago. I'm an old guy now. And yeah, that was one thing that they had us watch for our editing class, you know, because it was kind of relevant. There we go. It's emanating back out from the moss shop now, so. In fact, I think the guys that did the Jaws love story did the Ten Commandment ones also. So, Artie Boy, hello and welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some pathing right now. We're just trying to fix up this area here because I'm going to turn this into a courtyard. So we got to get rid of. It's actually we're doing reverse pathing. It would seem we finished these roads, and so the town is coming together nicely. Took down the big crane that was here. If you've caught earlier live streams or earlier episodes that we did, there was a huge crane here that's been taken down. We built a bridge. The temple underneath got a small little upgrade to it earlier, just some rubble that I had to add down there. So that place down there. So yeah, doing a little work here, getting ready for the next episode to shoot here. Artie Boy, that's very nice. I don't recall that name popping up here before. I'm not sure. Are you a fan of Nations and Nobles? Do you know what this whole server is about? Do you know what we're doing here? Like, do you know what's going on here? For you and for anyone else who maybe tuned in that doesn't know, Nations and Nobles is a lore-based server, kind of like Empire's SMP, where the people who play on here were called nobles, and we actually are doing storytelling. We're telling you a story in all of our episodes. So we have a big overarching story kind of throughout the season that's going on. But my story that I'm telling here is kind of a creepy one. Not gonna lie, it involves monsters and jumping realities and all sorts of crazy stuff. So. But for right now, what we're doing is we're working on the set effectively for the next episode, or for the remaining of the season too, because a lot of the rest of the season is going to take place here in Avondale. So originally the name of the town is Vale, and that's kind of what it is actually called. The nation is called Avondale, but it's gotten kind of to the point where we just keep referring to it as Avondale, so that might just be the name of the place. Ooga Booga. It's funny you say Ooga Booga because that was just recently watched today's episode of Wild Homestead, and that's what he says on there all the time. So that's another interesting channel. That's not a video game related thing or even like a media related thing. That guy's he's a guy who bought a bunch of acreage in Alaska. And he is building a homestead. He has never done it before. He has no idea really what he's doing. He's learning as he goes. And it's channel's called Wild Homestead. It's a lot of fun. But it's one of those things that I tune into every Saturday. He puts out a video usually, and that's what I tune into while I'm having breakfast. So. I mean, that will grow grass on it eventually, but if we have grass, might as well use it. Okay, I wouldn't mind actually moving these things. We'll leave them there for right now, but for a courtyard thing... Something like that. Kind of going through there. Little path cutting through there. Now, I'm going to put some coarse dirt and stuff in there too, but... just want to get kind of the foundations going. I did not mean to break that one there. The shovel is too powerful. Actually, maybe I did mean to break it. You know, that's fine. We'll do that. I suppose there's like half slabs of coarse dirt, is there? Usually when I run into this situation where I need like a half slab that's on like stone or it's on like dirt, I usually will grab cobble slabs. Because it looks Minecrafty. I'm in the wrong spot. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Bam. Let's replace this one here with like coarse dirt then. That way you don't see the underside of it. There, like you can see a little bit underneath the slab there, and that was I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing that was there. All right, so coarse dirt and gravel are probably what's going to be the defining trait for this path here. So let's drop like a piece of gravel there, coarse dirt. I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed. Blue! Dang it! I blame you for that one. Have you ever thought of building a dinosaur zoo instead of a regular zoo? Because I know you made a zoo called Cerro Zoo, but you have not done much with Cerro Zoo, or have not done much with dinosaurs. Well, Artie, I have got some news for you. There's currently the person who does the top super chat for this season that we're working on, the Lost Isles Zoo right now. So we're in season 3 of Zawa. So gets to decide whether we do season 4 of Zawa or season 1 of Jurassic Craft, or probably Fossils and Archaeology. But Dinosaur Zoo is actually what we're going to be doing next season. So once I finish the current season of Zawa, which it's got a little bit to go on it still, it's a big build. But once it's done, yeah, the next plan is to actually do a dinosaur zoo, most likely because I think everybody who's in the running who keeps competing to get the top super chat, all of them unanimously say they want to do the dinosaur one. so most likely that's what we're gonna end up doing. So yes, the answer is yes. That will probably be coming in second season. I'm gonna get eaten by a dinosaur. Just know it. I got killed by warthogs this season. I'm definitely getting eaten by a dinosaur if I do a dinosaur zoo. So yeah, dinosaur zoo is happening. Peter currently is the top super chat right now for this season, so he would know. Okay, so I don't really want to put too many like big trees in here because like I said, I don't want to impede the view, but I do want to actually have this be a little forested area kind of. So have you seen the trailer for the new Jurassic World movie, Jurassic Rebirth? They're making another one. Jeepers, I haven't even seen the last one. I think the one before that I missed too. Like they're just kind of going crazy on that franchise, it seems. Now I remember I saw the new Jurassic World when they came out with that. Yeah, the first one with Chris Pratt in it, and that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And then I didn't catch the one after that or anything since then, so I'm kind of out of the loop. And again, a lot of that deals with time. We were talking about that earlier about how like certain things like sports and stuff. Sorry if I'm asking too many questions. No, you're good. You're good. I didn't. I mentioned earlier about how like I used to watch a lot of sports and stuff too, but I haven't really been doing that either. But that's just because of time. You know, I got kids and the job and the YouTube and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where time is always a problem now. So let's do that. Yeah, time is always a big thing now where I just never seem to have enough time. There's a couple of park benches here I'll put in here. Maybe throw some signs on the side of them. But yeah, so because I'm always running low on time, one thing I wouldn't mind doing is figuring out a way to make the channel explode so I can become super rich and famous. Is if there's any way anybody could do that, that'd be great. Because if I did that, I wouldn't have to go to work. I wouldn't have to go to my I work in a factory. I wouldn't have to do that. And although that would probably suck for the factory, that would be great for me. So, because I could do this full time then. And I absolutely would. There'd be way more content than coming out if that were to happen. If you guys could just, go down and tell some billionaire that you know that, hey, you should endorse this guy so that he can make me zoo videos more often. That'd be great. Thanks. Ooga booga. So the cool thing about the stairs here being used, for seats is that we actually have I don't have room in my inventory to even do that. I was trying to move them out of my hotbar, but we actually have the mod installed where you can sit. You can sit on the park benches. Okay, so with those things added, like I said, I'm probably gonna have to move this. Not gonna lie, is there like an empty one? There is an empty one over here. Just snag that real fast. Scary Larry. I'm gonna move that to be pile up right here, I'm thinking. So let's just my inventory. You wanna talk about something scary. My inventory, holy cow. Okay, I gotta find a place to dump some of this stuff. Yeah, this looks like a good one to put a lot of the ground blocks in. Give me some wiggle room here so I can move these things. And let's try to organize this so that all of them are in one spot so I can just quickly drop things. Man, I got a lot of torches. Okay, getting there, kind of like everything in this grouping right here. Still lurking, but no longer working. Nice. Just eat all this stuff into here. Okay, we're moving these barrels is what we're doing here. Getting them out of the way. So I'm going to try to keep them all grouped together, though, like what they were over here. Just I'm moving them. Oh, actually, I do have my axe on my hotbar. Alright, and then let's pop that thing out. Oh yeah, I have 18 workbenches. I forgot about that. Put that right there, and then we'll throw another one there just as I have it. And then we'll put this on pile up like so. Yep, like that. Good, good, good. Yeah, people wonder why I have 18 workbenches. You never know when you're going to need a workbench. Alright, these things are actually color-coded, so I'm going to try to keep that the way it is. Might combine these two, though, because I think there's two of them that had terracotta in them. Yeah. So there's be one with terracotta now. Getting nighttime again? Jeepers. Alright. So yeah, the next episode of Nations and Nobles, in the series I'm doing anyway, is definitely one that you guys are not going to want to miss. Like, my god, you guys are not going to want to miss it. It's going to be kind of important for the story, too. Like, big time. All the episodes are important for the story when you think about it. But this next one is, like, uber important. And then this one here, I can put this back over here for right now. I didn't mean to put that sideways. You have 20 million workbenches. You never know when you're going to need a workbench. You can never have enough. Alright, so this one here, if I just do that, And I can just yeet this all into here. I can take that out of there. I had a stack of spruce logs, or almost a stack anyway. Is that everything? I think it's everything. Alright, sweet. Everything's been moved over to there now, so it's kind of out of the courtyard area. Okay, so now we can jazz this place up a little bit. Let me get some defensive measures back up and running here in case I run into a creeper or something. I always carry a fire resist potion on me, just in case I fall in lava. Doesn't happen very often, but that would be a devastating thing. It wouldn't really be too bad for me. The only thing I would really lose is my bow, and then the rest of the tools would be fine, and my elytra, if I died. I love Minecraft. So do I, actually. It's a lot of fun. Oh, there's a stretch that came out of nowhere. Oh, that was a heck of a stretch. Holy cow. But yeah, I'd lose my elytra and I'd lose my bow. The rest of the stuff is netherite, so it would be actually fine in lava. Which is good. But if it touches a cactus, it's toast. Minecraft. Okay, so now we just got to pretty up this area a little bit. I mean, I can add a tree or two in here too. Like, it doesn't have to be totally barren. Like if I added a small oak tree or something. Not even custom one, because we are keeping this looking a lot like Minecraft, like regular Minecraft. So we're not doing anything like crazy custom trees or anything like that. Let's put one there, and then we'll put another one. I mean, that might be it, actually. I might just put one. Okay, because I don't want to put one here because I'm starting to get a little symmetry thing going on here. That doesn't really jive too well with me, so let's grow this thing and hope it doesn't grow into a massively huge tree. Yeah, that works. We could actually still do the little pond idea right here, actually. It's not a bad idea. I did not mean to tear down that spot. I just didn't know that it dropped down right there. Alright, something even like that. Like nothing too fancy, just like a small little pond. Let's, I got one water bucket. Let's go grab another one. Anyone get the count reference? Have you ever seen a Godzilla movie? I have seen a few Godzilla movies, actually. My the teacher I had actually in film school, he worked on the modeling for the bridge in the Matthew Broderick one, the one that was in New York. The one that everyone seems to hate, but actually I thought was pretty good. But yeah, it's I've seen a couple of Godzilla movies before. Back in the day, I used to watch the old school Godzilla films. I used to watch Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. The one where they're all in costumes, basically, just acting it out. That one was pretty good. And I heard that Mechagodzilla made a reappearance in the Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla X Kong, which anyone could see a mile away. Anytime they take two big characters like Batman and Superman or Godzilla and Kong, they're gonna team up at the end. They always do. Every time. It's never actually just them fighting each other. They have their little scuffle, and then they team up at the end. They always do it in every one. It's such a stereotype now. It's ridiculous. So... But alright, that's pretty good for that part right there. Let's see if we can't find some bushes. So it looks like I was using azalea leaves and oak leaves mixed together. And it doesn't look like I went with the flowering azalea either, which is actually fine. It's fine to actually leave it. I'm going to try to keep that style throughout the build. There's some oak leaves. Let's see if I can't find some azalea leaves underneath our waterfall area. Me too. I thought it was cool, and I cried when Godzilla died. I don't actually know how that ended, but also at the same time, I don't really care. It's been out for a while, so if people haven't seen the end of it, it's their own fault. Godzilla will come back. He always does. I heard that Godzilla 1 movie was fantastic. That one I heard such good reviews about, and I kind of want to see it, but I just, again, time. There's some azalea leaves right there. Oh, look at that. We have a whole lot of stone. Blue, did you know we have a whole lot of stone? I just learned that. Alright, so let's get these things on the hotbar. Do that, like there's like a little bit of a path kind of leading up to it there. The Matthew Broderick one. Yeah, he does. Yeah, if you guys don't know, haven't seen that one, that one's been out since like 1999 or 2000 or something like that. So if you haven't seen that one, that's your own fault. But yeah, Godzilla does die at the end of that one. Yeah, they shoot him full of missiles at the end. It's a pretty awesome scene, but yeah, they trick him by. Yeah, he has like a nest in there. Like Godzilla's a very interesting he, as he describes him there, because it breeds asexually, so it just produces eggs on its own, and so they're running the risk of having a new dominant species on the planet. So it's a very different Godzilla movie because it's more like just a monster movie that they just slapped the Godzilla name on, but it's which is probably why people didn't really like it. But they Yeah, it turns out that Godzilla nested in Madison Square Gardens, and it had produced like hundreds of eggs, and they had to blow up Madison Square Gardens to get rid of all of the young that were hatching. It was like a dinosaur movie at that point, because like they're effectively just big weird looking raptors, and the people who were in there to blow that up in the first place, they had to get out of there alive. Not all of them did, and so yeah, they when the military found out what was going on, they had to lure Godzilla out into the open somehow, but he's in the middle of Manhattan, so like, like how do they get him in the open? There's buildings everywhere, and they ended up luring him to the what bridge was that? The Brooklyn Bridge, and they got him caught in the suspension cables, and then the fighters came by, like the Air Force came by and shot him full of missiles until he died. Pretty epic finale for the thing because they had to try to outrun Godzilla in a taxi. But yeah, well, of that movie, like I said, if you haven't seen it, it's kind of your own fault at this point. It's been out forever, so. I actually haven't seen that movie in decades, and I can still pull it out. I can't remember some very basic things. Like, I don't really know where my kids are right now, but hey, you know what? I can remember that movie. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe my kids just took off so that they could go finish up Oliver's car that he's working on. He's working on a Pinewood Derby car because he's going to be participating in that tomorrow. So he has a yellow Pinewood Derby car that he wanted Pikachu on. So I had to dust off what drawing skills I still have left and draw Pikachu on the front of his Derby car for him. Turned out all right. Not the greatest. I've done better, but turned out okay. Whoops, didn't mean to destroy that. Alright, like I said, I want to make a courtyard here, but I didn't want to make it, and I want to make it look forested, but I didn't want to make it look like trees sticking up, so I was constantly in the way from being able to see what was going on around here, so hopefully that kind of works out. Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's? I did. I have one video out on the channel during the week of horror. I think it was the first week of horror I did, so it's way earlier in the channel. I think I made it to night 3, and I died. Yeah, I'm very bad at Five Nights at Freddy's. I learned the hard way that I'm horrible at that game. Blue. It's still stuck in my head. It's still stuck in there. I beat them all. Dang. Yeah, that's kudos to you. Like I was struggling to figure out like how to not run out of power and stuff. I suppose you have to like basically just be aware of like your surroundings. I'm guessing each noise and stuff makes its own meaning. Because yeah, that was something that I was like I just never wanted to like turn the lights off. But I suppose you kind of have to at some points, don't you? Okay, so that's looking pretty good. So as far as like a park in the center of the town, this looks fairly good. That way we keep a kind of a nature aesthetic, at least in the middle here. This is like Central Park, basically. I mean, a lot smaller. But basically. And it kind of blends in with the other foliage that's around there. And I can also add some too in these areas too, just to kind of make it come to life a little bit more. I don't know if I really want to do too much foliage here, except for maybe where there's these openings, where there's an opening too. Because, that I will put that on top there. Because I don't want to make it look like this is being overgrown by that, you know. Last thing we do have some bone meal, but I think there's some more in here. Yeah, there's some more bones. We can actually grow like the grass in these areas. So, let's see. Will anyone else talk in chat? I mean, people do. It's just, you know, sometimes they go quiet. Sometimes they become the ultimate best, viewers for videos. The sleeping, the sleeping audience. So, when people watch videos and they fall asleep and then they end up running through the entire video watching it, you know. Statistically speaking, for a YouTuber, that's the best. Because, you know, they can watch the entire thing, they watch all the ads. I saw a video explaining that. I was like, oh my gosh, I never really even thought about that. There we go. I think that's probably pretty good for there. Now, do we have sugarcane around here anyway? I'm getting lonely out here. Well, I'm still here keeping you company. We got nine people watching out there somewhere, so some of them might be lurking. Black Rose said she was lurking. Sugarcane. If I was sugarcane. Oh yeah, I know where I'd be. I'd be in the possession of a bear. Jeepers, that guy just scared me. You aren't welcome here. Get out of here. Here, go. I'll bury you in the river. Sugarcane. 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 Grab a few pieces of this. Actually, let's grab more than a few pieces so that I don't have to wait for it to grow. Hiding in shadows, are they? Yeah, they might be. Do we have string around here too? Because again, sugarcane I don't mind growing, but I wanted to make it stop at some point. Aha, there's some string. Okay. Figured, well, swimming underwater would be a good time to eat my baked potato. Yeah, like that. Big and bam. The shadows are my kind of place. Alright, so there we go. We got a nice little pond there area. We got a nice little courtyard. Right in the center of town. Yeah. I gotta take a time out and think, is this going to interfere with the way that we're going to film any of the scenes? I don't think it's going to. I think we should be good. Someone else talked. I told you they're lurking. Now, I wouldn't mind putting like some lights or something in here. Now, let's get these things back in here for right now. As well as that and that and that. And stir that too. I'm just throwing all my garbage in here. Wouldn't mind adding like some lights or something going through here. You know, like a little light post, a lamp post or something. Like right here. Would probably look pretty good. I did a design on the cottagecore design. I'm trying to remember what I did for that. I'm gonna go take a peek real quick. Go run back to go run back to spawn. That was a horrible landing. Run back to spawn real quick and check. Since we have these waystones now, it makes it a lot easier. Spawn. Bam, I'm there. Which way is up? Okay, so I want to go this way. So what did I do here? It's been a while. Cobble base, I think it was. Yeah, spruce. Okay. Yeah, like one of these things will look probably pretty good there. On here, we go down into my humble basement. Humble, very humble. I got some cobble walls there. Do I have any mossy cobble anywhere? Yeah. See, I only really want to add one of these things, so I'm going to take one of those. We all start somewhere. In case you guys have ever seen me do any Minecraft playthroughs and stuff, I always have my first pickaxe on the wall and rename it We All Start Somewhere. Gotta remember where we start. Somewhere. Ah, Blue's back. Quick, run before he sees we're back. What's going on here? Blood of my enemies. Okay. Sounds good. One of those guys. I don't think it was hanging from a chain at all. I think it was just hanging from the underside of one of these guys. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I want to put one of those guys back. Grab a couple of them. Let's do that, and then we'll put those on top of it there. The lights are activated for some reason. There. Yep. Perfect. You can see the sun going right through there. That's pretty crazy. Alright, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good for a courtyard. Is there something else I was going to do today? Help, my cat is eating my hair. That sounds like a you problem, man. You got to figure that one. Alright, I think that's all I was going to do today. We might need to move these things out of the way, too. Because now that construction out here, these were in the shots before, but now that the construction out here is basically done, a lot of these things that look like they're for construction purposes need to be kind of moved elsewhere. I know we have a lot of barrels in here, so we can always use that for storage too in this area. But you can pop down bed and sleep. I gotta figure out how to light one of my candles with a lighter or a match. That would work. Are you talking real life or in Minecraft? Minecraft, you use a flint and steel. Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely. This again sounds like a you you problem. All right, so that place is done. I think that's it. Just got to sort some inventory, but I think that might be a wrap for my contributions to the expansion of this place. We do have to actually get around to adding like farms and stuff to the outskirts of town, but we have to first reach the outskirts of town. Which, I mean, this is getting there. I'm thinking like putting like one more. Said it wasn't. Think about putting like one more set of buildings like right here or so, and then in this area will be like actually south of here. That's too hilly over there. South of here, this will be like the farming section over here, a little bit farther on the away from town. But that'll be happening here, not next episode, but probably the following episode. We'll get around to it. The next like 2 or 3 episodes, this place is really going to expand quite a bit. Gotta give me some time jumps leading forward and stuff like that. There's a sheep way up there. Couple of sheep. You see him up there? There's a black sheep and a white sheep stuck on the side of the mountain. There he is right there. Just noticed them. Alright, do you know I have... I did not know. No, there's a lot of people have YouTube channels. Let me move this bundle of stuff here, and then. Oh, one other. I was like, there was one other thing that I was gonna do. You know, spaghetti is flammable. I did not know that. There was one other thing I was gonna do. I was gonna add bushes around the base of the bridge. Like around here. It's like so. I don't really like that one. I don't really like that one at all. Actually, if they're in the water, I'd rather change them to spruce leaves so they look like they're waterlogged. What about like under the bridge? I didn't really give it any attention under the bridge, but I might want to do something here to make this look less crappy. Because you will probably be able to see parts of it like right there. Stone I put over here, like the stone bricks and stuff. Grab some of those things. I don't really know if I need to go too far with like the cracked stone bricks for this part. It's kind of an unnoticeable detail, but eat some baked potatoes. And then fill this in with other stuff, and then that's actually the ground right there, so I can't really do that. So if we just like something like that, so in this part here, There's gravel. Let's just do that for right now. I'm in the zone again. There we go. That looks better. It's a lot better, actually. Alright, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Way better than what it was before, at least. It looks like an actual bridge. Holy cow. Alright, now I think I finished everything that I wanted to do for the next episode, at least my part of it. So when Tinnikin gets on, I'm guessing she's good. Well, she did mention something about, yeah, you have to go now. Alright, Artie boy, we're going to be wrapping up here anyway pretty soon, so perfect timing, really. But when Tinnikin gets on, she's going to be doing some work probably on those roofs there, because they can probably be finished up. But finishing the tavern completely, and then... oh, yeah, I did talk about having to move this, didn't I? Yeah, I'll do that later. Take it easy, Artie. But and as well as adding new foundations and stuff for the houses and whatever. So it's over this way, right around here, though. We're going to want to keep this relatively wood-like, or woods-like, you know, keep it more like the forest. So everything else can be expanded elsewhere. Like even now that we removed this crane here, we can even get something built right in here and stuff, you know, along this edge, up to where this path is leading to the crab shack. Crab shack will probably just stay there, you know, like as far as a nice little monument to us first getting here type thing. But if we need to, like these holes leading down into the temple are kind of in the way, you know. But if we need to, we can always create like a path that leads this way, and we can put a whole new line of houses over here, you know, behind this section. Raised up a little bit, you know, we can build things over here too. So it's totally, we can expand the town that way. But yeah, I think, let me go put the stone back. I think that's going to basically wrap it up for today's live stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button if you haven't already. You know, tell YouTube what's up. Where's the stone? Put the stone back in here. Let them know who's boss, you know. Ooh, yeah, there's a spot right there. I didn't put bone meal down. I only need a couple bits of bone meal, to be honest. Stop giving me a tall one. Okay, whatever. Just not getting one. Let me get these leaf blocks put back in place, and then we'll head back to the island, and then we'll wrap it up. So yeah, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Stay tuned because filming for episode 7 is probably going to start next week. So it's going to be exciting. Episode 7 is a huge episode. All right, so don't miss that one. It involves 2 nobles, myself and Baloo, as well as Tinnikin's character Quinn and Hazel. There's a lot of people, a lot of characters coming together and stuff. I'm taking the Nether, even though I don't need to. We have waystones now, but I'm doing it anyway. A lot of people coming together, a lot of characters coming together. So you definitely don't miss next episode. I'm hoping to have it out by the beginning of March is what I'm aiming for, or the first week of March if I can. If not, maybe a week later. There's a mushroom right there, just hanging out on top of that thing. Alrighty, guys. So have yourself a good rest of your weekend. Let me fly back here, get to my humble basement. Oh, just chest bomb the ground there. Humble basement. Keep in mind though, this isn't all my diamonds. I also have a whole bunch of diamonds in here, and then when you look in this thing here, there's 2 more stacks of diamonds. So we got a lot of diamonds. So, alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And stay tuned for the next episode of Nations and Nobles. Also, stay tuned to the Nations and Nobles channel because we're going to be doing a podcast. So that's going to be coming up here soon. So without any further ado, I'm going to get on out of here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and bye-bye.